Well, hello there. I've already prepped my face with actually it's the Hollywood Beauty tea tree oil this time. Need to get some more of that. I'm running out. And my razor is going to be this in here. It is the Merkur 45 Bakelite Razor, 3-piece razor. Little bit of overhang on each end there. And 3-piece. In there I have, non-adjustable by the way, in there I have a Personna Lab Blue blade. And I'm going to commence to get started here pretty quick. My soap is going to be this, and I hope I'm not butchering this name, Tcheon Fung Linea Intenso, the Intense line, I think it is, of soaps, their Intense line. Rabarbaro, oh boy, what it is, it's a rhubarb soap. Rabarbaro Italiano, that's what the lid looks like. Oh boy, just about butchered that name too. I'm going to take the tub here, started out lathering on the tub, take that excess off there, put it on my face. And I've actually lathered in the Yulay shaving bowl using this. It is a Crowley Tosh black badger brush with a faux tortoise shell handle there. And I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I've wet the brush just a tad. I hope you're all doing well out there. Went live in Paul's Wethead shave group last night, so it's my second time doing a shave on camera this week. I usually only do one, and I usually don't do it live, and that one I put on YouTube and usually do it about this time of week. Monday night going into Tuesday morning is when I shave, and then I upload the video. So that y'all will be seeing it on sometime Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're in there. Yes, sir. And let me tell you, this soap has a wonderful, wonderful scent. I don't know if I used this on camera yet or not. I wouldn't be surprised if I did, because I like this soap so well. It could bear having a second appearance, even so close to the first appearance, if that's the case. I'm going to wet my razor here. And, excuse me, I'll commence with the first pass, which will be with the grain. Second use on this blade, by the way. Yes, sir, that is nice. I might be a little bit foggy right now. I had to take a nap earlier. I was so excited, I guess, that certain things appeared to be going so well in my shave routine and so forth that I got kind of manic, as I'm wont to do. And then, of course, immediately after I came down from that little manic high, I was feeling pretty low, and it was time to get some sleep. Oh, excuse me. So right now it might seem like I'm just mailing this one in, and if it does, I apologize, but it's still a very nice shave so far. Pretty nice shaves lately. This razor is one I had at a friend's house, and boy, this all sounds familiar, like I've done this before, but this razor was away for a while. I had it and several other things in storage at a friend's house. And we were just waiting for the right time that he could return my stuff to me. And it was such a long time that I actually, I actually went out and bought duplicates of some of those razors and ended up giving the duplicates that he brought me away, some of them. Excuse me. Oh, the scent of this. It's rhubarb and I think I smell a citrus in there somewhere, but boy, it's wow. I wish I would have known about this soap. Well, I don't know how long this soap's been out, this particular variety, but wow. I wish I could have gotten some of this soap sooner because it's so nice. It's one of those soaps I feel like I could shave with every day and it would just be lovely. Yes, sir. For the most part, the weather has moderated here. I wouldn't say that it's gotten wonderful, but spring is here officially, and for the most part, I would say the weather is trying to recognize the fact that at least the calendar says spring. On local television station, during the weather portion of the local news, they said that okay, there I go again trying to pronounce these big words, but meteorological spring, as in meteorology, actually started March 1st, but you couldn't have told that by looking around here at the time. Well, I'm going to pop back in, and hopefully freshly lathered for that second pass, which will be across the grain. Okay, and here I go across the grain here. Oh man, that scent is just, oh man, it's wonderful. So nice. Yeah, let's see, I wanted to look at something here. See how this is spelled in English anyway. Tcheon and then Fung, F-U-N-G, Sing, S-I-N-G. I guess that's pronounced Sean. Maybe the T's silent or something. Or Shion. But anyway, Asian languages tend to be tonal. So, my words might have just said Tcheon Fung Sing, but I may have just actually said I'd like a shoe with cheese on it, shove it down my throat, and I want to massage your grandmother. I don't know. But to steal a line from Steve Martin there, he talked about going to France and trying to speak French. Actually, I just did two no-nos. A, I hacked another comedian, and B, I told on myself. If you're going to be a comedian in any way, shape, or form, even at the local cookout down the street, if you're going to hack another comedian, you're not supposed to say you hacked another comedian because, well, it's kind of like what Mark Twain said about writers. Good writers borrow, great writers steal. Excuse me. At least that is a quote that is attributed to Mark Twain. There are a lot of quotes attributed to Mark Twain, aka Samuel Clemens. You know, Mark Twain was just his nom de plume. But a lot of quotes attributed to him, and I think also to Einstein and several other fellas, them smart fellers. A lot of quotes attributed to them that they'd never said. It's kind of like going through the movie Casablanca and trying to find the place where Humphrey Bogart's character Rick supposedly says, "Play it again, Sam." He never says that in the movie. Closest he comes to it is he says, "You played it for her, you can play it for me, so play it." But he never does say, "Play it again, Sam." But then, you all probably knew that already. Excuse me. Oh, this is really nice. I think I said that, and I'll probably say it again because I tend to want to. Let me say that again. I tend to want to iterate and reiterate the obvious, especially when it comes to something being as nice as this shaving soap. Okay, I'll be back freshly lathered for that third pass. Do it with me, folks. Against the grain. Let's see, it's against the grain, isn't it? Huh. Well, if something should have gone wrong there, and if there is no second pass or no first pass or whatever, if I did something wrong here, I apologize. It's not really this phone or the camera that's on the phone, or the camera app or whatever you call it. What's bothering me is they updated my phone a few weeks ago and they changed some things on the camera. Now it's like, okay, right. There's just these little idiosyncrasies, and I think they might be, well, like on my last YouTube video, I hit off when I thought I was hitting on. That is to say, I hit, I hit off when I thought I was hitting record, and so there ended up being no recaps and whatever. Yeah, it was weird. Okay. Yeah, they throw me a curve ball every so often. Wonder what curb ball would be. Is that a real thing? My brain that doesn't always doesn't always fire, or usually fire on all cylinders anyway, is having a particularly rough time this evening. This evening going into the next morning, because once again I'm being my old night owl self. Maybe it's true what they say. Maybe if one is in the Midwestern United States here, or just the Midwest as we like to call it, maybe if you're here long enough, you do get a lazy tongue and start tripping over it. Excuse me. And I imagine the easiest American accent to do must be the Southern accent. And or the dumb guy accent. Well, I reckon that John Deere tractor needs a new tire, but I don't know where we're going to get one. Which is not to put down our friends in the southern United States, only the dumb ones, and I don't know any of them. Everybody I know from the South, especially fellow wet shavers, are pretty sharp people, actually. One of them used to work in a nuclear power plant. And having spoken to the gentleman, I kind of doubt that he was, the chief broom operator. I think he had a more important job there. I don't know, I'd have to ask him. Wow, this is nice. And I'll be back for pickups. It's pickup time, baby! Yay! Hi, I'm back. I'm not sure what that was all about. Of course, I'm not too sure of anything these days. Let's see, let me rinse this. I've got to put out some kind of video tonight, no matter how flawed, because I sort of promised I would, and this is my night for doing so. This evening, this morning, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to go too crazy trying to get this perfect, but it's already at least a darn fine shave, if not a baby bottom smooth one. Well, I'll be back with our good friend, Mr. Towel. Here's our good friend, Mr. Towel. Let's see, all right. Yes, sir. That's pretty nice right there. Now let's see. Put this away here. If I can get it to go where it goes, where it's supposed to go, Mr. Towel there. The lovely, the talented Mr. Towel. Okay, what am I doing here? I guess I'm going to reach into magic cabinet number 2, and let's see. Today I'm just going to use the inexpensive Walmart store brand of Equate witch hazel there. And it won't be long, I will need all new witch hazel of any sort, because my Humphreys witch hazel is also running out. So, yes, sir. Nice shave, but I can't wait to break here soon. Not that I don't enjoy being with all of you lovely folks, but I just need a break. It's been kind of a strange day. Not a particularly difficult day, but just a very odd one. Okay, let's see. I'm going to reach for this. A Chatillion Lux. It's Yazu, Rose, and Patchouli Aftershave from St. Louis, Missouri. They have a place in Soulard Market, I believe it is. I think it's them I think they sell their soaps there, and they make their soaps in South St. Louis. Actually, I guess, well, technically Soulard Market would be technically part of South St. Louis because it's south of downtown. It's just a little closer to the river than the area that I normally would call South St. Louis. See, a little behind the ears, one on the temples. Let's see. Forgot to put some on the wrists. Maybe a little on the wrists. I might even put a little bit more of that on. It's a very narrow restrictor on here, which makes me think that this stuff must be bottled by that guy from King of the Hill, the animated series there. But, well, anyway, I think that's also because since this has patchouli oil in it, you don't need as much as you might with another aftershave. But I think that the rose and the yuzu notes or scents or whatever you want to call them they sort of temper the patchouli scent, at least to me they do. Some people can't stand patchouli, other people love it. It kind of depends on what you think about that scent, but it is a very long-lasting scent. And let me get that out again to show you the Chatillion Lux there. And I haven't really recapped anything here, so let me kind of start the recap and then I'll finish up here. Before I started here off camera, I prepped my face with Hollywood Beauty tea tree oil. That's available in a lot of your drugstores and online. And my razor has been this Merkur 45 3-piece Bakelite razor. Slight overhang, non-adjustable, nice razor. In there, I have had a Personna Lab Blue blade. And right there, okay. My brush has been this Crowley Tosh black badger brush with the faux tortoiseshell handle there. And it says Crowley Tosh right on there. My bowl has been this, the Van Yulay shaving bowl with the nice honeycombed interior. I need to kind of spray it out a little bit because I'm getting leftover soap in there, having used it so often lately. But nice bowl there. And my soap has been the, let me see if I can pronounce this, Tcheon Fung their Linea Intenso, I think that means intense line of soaps. Rabarbaro Italiano, it means Italian rhubarb, I believe. And let's see, I think I got this, I'm fairly certain I got this from ItalianBarber.com. Okay, and I already showed you that my witch hazel has been this Equate witch hazel, Walmart store brand. And once again, excuse me, I used the Chatillion Lux yazu, rose, and patchouli aftershave. And finally, we'll do one more thing here. I'm going to finish up with the Proraso. I believe this is their sensitive balm with vitamin E, and I'm not sure, and aloe. Aloe and vitamin E. Need to go get a drink for the old throat here. I need to start speaking louder. Whoa, come back here. I need to start speaking louder and enunciating more clearly, but my neighbors already probably think I'm nuts. Of course, that kind of goes with the territory in these parts. Okay, once again, Proraso, I believe this is the sensitive post-shave balm. Okay, and get that going there. Face is a little shiny, and it's going to be shiny for a minute or two, but as I recall, this balm absorbs pretty well. A lot like your Nivea balms and so forth. Yeah. So nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's it. I'm done, folks. If you've joined me and if you've held on this long, thank you. Thank you for all your constant support and friendship. I'll try to be back same bat time, same bat channel next week, and peace.